Hello and welcome to the Max Stern Athletic Center for tonight's matchup between the 20-3 Yeshiva University Maccabees against the undefeated Blue Jays from St. Joseph, Connecticut. I'm Charlie Bendheim. Alongside me, as always, the very handsome Zach Tuchman. Zach, how are you doing tonight?
That's great, Charlie. Pleasure to be here as always.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here with you as well. Now let's get right into it. Last game earlier this week on Tuesday night, Mount St. Vincent was Yeshiva's opponent, and they took care of business. Tell us a little about that game.
Yeah, like you said, they took care of business. They won by a whopping margin. Good to see the Macs get back on track. They played great offensively and defensively in that game. They have to do that here tonight if they want to get a win here.
Well, let's talk about who played well that game for the Macs and who's been playing well.
Yeah, it was the dynamic duo last game of Ryan Terrell and Gabe Leifer. Terrell scored 33 points on 75% shooting, and Gabe Leifer a 26-point triple-double, his third of the season. If these two guys are both playing well and they're both on the court, the Macs have a great chance to win any game they play.
Well, it's the two big-time players for the Macs. Now to the other side, the Blue Jays. What have they been up to?
Yeah, I mean, they're the only team that's undefeated left in Division III. They're 22-0. Like the Macs, they like to win by a lot of points, over 25 points per game. Their winning margin, and they have a balanced scoring attack of 4 players averaging over 11 points per game.
So who specifically would you say for these Blue Jays?
Yeah, so first and foremost is J.C. Martin, the point guard. He averages 12 points per game, 6 assists per game, and 5 rebounds per game. He's the engine that gets this car moving. And as well, Jordan Powell, he's a beast on the interior, shooting close to 70% on the season.
All right, it's almost game time. What are the keys to YU winning this matchup?
And so first and foremost, it's elite defense by the Macs. The Macs have struggled lately defensively, and St. Joseph is an excellent attack, averaging over 85 points per game. The Macs got to make sure to shut them down. Second, it's going to be the three-point shooting for the Macs, creating open looks. The last couple of games, the Macs have shot 28% from downtown. St. Joseph, an excellent defensive team, giving up only 61 points per game. And the Macs, and they have given up 29% from downtown. And lastly, the Macs have got to make sure not to turn the ball over. They average over 14 turnovers per game. St. Joseph is going to try to create a lot of turnovers and get out and run. The Macs are going to have to prevent that if they want any chance to win this game.
All right, thank you, Zach. You guys heard it here first. Don't go away. We got tip-off. We got basketball here from the Max Stern Athletic Center.
Baruchim habayim. Welcome to Yeshiva University, where our core Torah values shape everything we do and guide us toward a better tomorrow. In the classroom and the lab, in the Beit Midrash, on the court, on Shabbat, and all around the city, New York City. Grow at your own pace with smaller class sizes, research opportunities on and off campus, over 150 clubs, 15 D3 NCAA teams, and top-tier internships at companies like Bloomberg, Google, and Facebook. Our bayit is your bayit. When it's time to play, and when it's time to pray. When you have a craving, when you need a break, when you celebrate, and when you shine. Come on in and meet your chavruta, your teammates, your professors, this guy. Connect with people from down the street and from down under. With over 80% of students receiving financial aid, Yeshiva University distributes more than $45 million annually to ensure that a YU education is affordable for all. Make YU your home base, and you've got all the bases covered. From first base to playing base, from this kind of base to the base medrash.
Come on, that's a stretch.
You can get where you're going faster with our Pathways programs, dual degrees, and partnerships. And when you're ready for the workforce, we've got you covered with a network of over 70,000 alumni. An astounding 94% of students are employed in grad school or both within 6 months of graduation. We are student-driven, outcome-driven, value-driven, deeply rooted, and forward-focused. Oh, and we also have all this. What are you waiting for? Experience YU and step into your future.
Hello and welcome back to the Max Stern Athletic Center for tonight's matchup between the Maccabees and the Blue Jays. All right, let's get right to it. The Macs have been struggling of late. What's going to have to happen to turn this thing around, Zach?
Yeah, I think the Macs are going to have to play a complete 40 minutes here tonight. They've struggled to do that all season, and if they don't do that here tonight, the Blue Jays could run them out the building.
Look, it's the first time that they've been an underdog since the 2017-18 season. I mean, this is uncharted territory for the Macs, and we're going to cut right now because we have the Anthems coming up. A lot more basketball talk to come. renditions of the national anthems there. And it's almost time for basketball here at the Max Stern Athletic Center. For this all-important matchup, matchups are going to be important. So for the starting lineups, and as always, your starting lineups are sponsored by the Yeshiva University Office of Admissions. As you start your college journey, make sure you visit us online to check out all the great virtual events and opportunities we have for YU students and how you too can be a Maccabee. We'll start with the visitors. For the Blue Jays out of the University of St. Joseph, the guard, senior, number 0, Ryan O'Neill. The guard, the sophomore, number 4, Jalen Martin. The guard, the senior, number 14, J.C. Martin. The guard, the senior, number 20, Jordan Powell. And the forward, the senior, number 24, Jake Sullivan. They're coached by Glenn Miller, who, we spoke about this at the outset, but this team is very well-rounded. What are your thoughts on the starting lineup coming out here?
Yeah, very well-rounded. You have the two Martin brothers, Jalen and J.C. Talked about J.C. in the pregame. He gets everything started for Blue Jays. And then, of course, Ryan O'Neill averaging 12 points per game as well. He's one of their scorers. And then even Jake Sullivan, only averaging 4.5 per game. He's coached by the other side of the guy. Steady presence. I like him in the team. Rouge, of course, watch out for. Tyler Mitchell.
Jalen Samuels also. He's a threat off the bench. His team very well rounded. Going without their best player though, Delshawn Jackson Jr. He's out with injury, working his way back. But still, a very, very good team are the Blue Jays. And now for your Yeshiva University Maccabees. Starting at forward, the graduate student, Gabe Leifer, number 4. Starting at guard, the senior Ryan Terrell, number 11. Starting at guard, the junior, number 13, Ofek Reef. Starting at guard, the senior, number 15, Eitan Halpert. And rounding out the lineup, number 22, the guard, junior Matan Zucker. A new addition to this starting five for Maxie.
Sophomore Armstrong is starting lineup for most of the season. Recently and of late, it's been Matan Zucker taking his place. It's an interesting thing to watch going forward to see who gets the bulk of the minutes at that 5 position between Zucker and Armstrong.
It's going to be up to the leaders tonight. Speaking to Coach Diamond before the game, talking about how Ryan and Gabe and Eitan, they all need to find their job, their role as positive leaders of this team, especially going through a rough stretch like they are right now.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, it's the leaders of the team when they step up in times of turmoil. And it's the big game for the Max tonight to right the ship. They've gained a lot of confidence that might have been lost the last couple of weeks ago. Even if this game is competitive, a win tonight would go a long way for the Max rest of the season.
Yeshiva coming in as the ranked number 24 in the country. The Blue Jays ranked number 5, undefeated, only undefeated team. All eyes fixed upon this game. Big, big implications for the tournament. And here we go. All right, the refs are ready. The players are ready. We're ready. Let's do it here in the Max Stern Athletic Center. As off the tip, Terrell gets the ball, and it's a fight on the floor. Halper thought about it, now pulls a triple. That's good. On the board early.
Great start for the Max, but I love Ryan Terrell's hustle, fighting for that loose ball off of the tip.
Inside to Jalen Martin. Jumper, no good. Rebounded, given to Terrell. Leifer in the post. Guarded by Sullivan. Finds a cutting sucker inside. Good start here for the Max.
Leifer, as always, finds him.
Jake Sullivan at the top of the key. Oh, finds a cutting moment. Rejected by Leifer. Here comes Ofek. Halpert thought about it again. Slows it down though. Back up to Terrell. Reef drives baseline. Floater, no good. Rebounded by O'Neal. And he'll run the break right now for the Blue Jays. Jalen Martin on the side pulls a triple. That's no good. Rebound. Front score. Zucker. Game possession for the Mavericks. And back and forth we go. Leifer. Oh, nice play there. Stolen. And Sullivan runs the break. Up ahead. Martin. J.C. Martin. That is finishes.
Excellent defensive play. Sullivan there taking the ball away. I think his point guard in transition. That's on Martin there. He got way ahead of him.
Two Martin brothers starting here for the Blue Jays. JC and Jalen. That was JC. Terrell. Perimeter J. Powell, that's no good. Oh, rebound fought for, and Jake Sullivan is fouled early on by Halpert. And fans expressing their discontent.
That's definitely a foul. And of course, Jake Sullivan, he's been all over the place. Not much of a scorer, but he will get those loose balls and make some good plays too.
Oh, a nice little inbounds play right there. Ryan O'Neal cashes in for the Blue Jays. Comes off the screen. Finishes with a jump. Cross towards a lifer. Picks up the dribble. Well guarded by Taylor Martin. Pulls up again. Off glass. Finish.
I think he's got to make some adjustments. Trying to 70 quick points. They can't leave him one-on-one all night, or it's not going to be well for them.
Oh, JC, nice feed inside to Jordan Powell, who finishes.
Jordan Powell. Great goal of penetration there. Martin finding his good teammate Powell. Matthews are going to play better help defense. That's going to be really easy. And a problem with Santos from Farmingdale that really picked the point in the past. Similar in terms of speed.
Lifer to Terrell at the top of the key. Terrell drives, kicks out to Opek. Open three, puts it in. And YU has started off hot.
I've been asking for Opek to shoot a little bit more in previous games. Open three, no hesitation at all there. Finds the bottom of the net.
O'Neal behind the back, step back, Jimmy. You bet.
Fast-paced game here early on. Not even 4 minutes in, we're already on 12 to 8. These teams can both put the ball in the basket.
Nice little shake and bake there by O'Neal. Goes back open, takes it inside, kicks it out to Lifer. Open spot up three. No good, rebounded by Powell. And here comes JC Martin. JC pulls up on the perimeter. No good, rebounded Zucker.
I like what JC Martin's doing. We know he likes to pull up in that foul line, elbow extended area, and it's really hard at that kind of elevation he gets. It's really hard to pass.
Inside to Terrell. No good on the layup. Ball goes out of bounds and it's going the Blue Jay way. A nice little feed there by Zucker. Used his body to shield off the defender.
And I like Ryan Terrell as he comes down the court. He's pointing to his teammate, acknowledging it's a great pass. Ronnie like that every time down. Sorry I missed that one. I'll get you next time.
Quick substitution here for YU. Opek checks out. Here comes Ethan Lasko, the D1 product. Powell to O'Neal. Guarded by Terrell. Terrell going to walk up again. Sullivan. Inside to Powell. Good defense here by the Max. Ball poked away. Foul is called on Ryan Terrell.
Especially at the end of the shot clock at the tough one. Matan Zucker, I've seen this in other games as well. He is an unbelievable post defender. Jordan Powell, a much bigger guy. And Matan Zucker, with his girth, just able to make sure he doesn't get position in the paint.
Last inbounds play worked well. O'Neal finds it open to Sullivan, he takes it in. Powell underneath the hoop, finishes with the right. Nice play.
Great move there by Jordan Powell. He had Gabe Weber, the shot blocker right next to him. He uses the rim as a defender to go underneath and around. Gabe Weber not able to even contest that.
Alfred on the way. Swings it. Now Lifer. Oh, dangerous pass. Terrell's gonna have an open look. No good. Rebounded by JC. They'll run it up to the Blue Jays. Takes it inside. Oh, absolutely not. I'll take that. And here comes the Max the other way. Halford inside reverse.
Like we said with Powell, using the rim to shield the defender. Easy bucket for Halford.
Finally inside. Terrell with a foul is called. That would be the second early on for the Max superstar.
And that's a huge call. You know that not coming right out of the game here. Definitely shooting. Those are two tough calls. The crowd obviously doesn't like it, but that is going to change things with Max for the rest of the half. We'll see if Coach Diamond has any inclination to put him back in later on the first half.
We have our trivia question of the day. How many ranked teams have the Max beaten in program history? The answer will be given later on in the broadcast. Jack, do you know?
I have a guess, Charlie. I have a guess.
You have a guess, as do I. Both foul shots were made. 2-point game here. Max up a pair as Bakesh is into the game for Terrell.
The only 2 of the 5 starters in right now, Bakesh and Markovic, as well as Lasko.
Bakesh thought about a 3, as did Lasko. They play the 2-man game. Markovic takes a step inside the 3-point line and hits the jumper. Nice movement there.
Yeah, D. Markovic, not much of a shooter, uses that pump fake to perfection, takes the step in and hits the mid-range jumper.
Jalen Samuels now. Kyrie Mitchell inside to Powell. Nice play. Finishes underneath.
Yeah, that's beautiful off-ball movement by Powell. Mitchell in the post drawing some attention. And a little off-ball cut there by Jordan Powell. Easy layup for him.
It seems like they're in a zone now, are the Blue Jays. Markovic stolen there by Martin.
Yeah, Markovic telegraphed that one. Easy play for the defender to pick that one off.
JC inside of Powell. Spins off. Gave Leifer. It's staying here. Correct call from our angle. We saw it the way the ref called it.
Yeah, Eitan Halper didn't like that one, but I agree with you, Charlie. It looked like that was a pretty good call.
CJ calling out orders from the top of the key. Samuels. Oh, jumper by Powell. No good. Rebound by Bakesh. And the Max look to run the break here. Markovic slows it down to Leifer. A cutting Lasko. Good read there by Jalen Samuels. And the Blue Jays are taking it back.
That's 2 straight possessions. The Max tried to force pass into tight windows.
Samuels did it on the defensive end. Can't quite get it to go on the offensive end. And here come the Max. Bakesh keeps his pivot foot. Blue Jays wanted to travel. Halpert to Lasko. Now Leifer in the post. Underneath, goes up with it, no good. Fight for the rebound. Ryan O'Neal gets the board. And here comes CJ Martin. That's good perimeter jumper. JC, my bad. I keep on saying CJ. It's JC. And it seems like we have a timeout here. Taken by the Blue Jays. No timeout, actually. We're staying here. Max possession. And here comes Lasko.
Yeah, it's interesting, the lineup here for the Max. You have 4 guards out there, all of whom like to stay out on the perimeter. Like when Terrell's in the game, you see him go through the paint. Most of these guards don't, so we'll see a lot of perimeter shots I'm expecting.
Ball tipped away there. Max will retain possession.
And especially with Armstrong in there, not as good of a threat at passing the ball as Leifer is. It's going to be very hard for the Max to make those backdoor cuts. Promptly Ofek Leaf comes off the bench, a little more offensive firepower. Markovic to the bench.
Lasko with 3 on the shot clock. Step back, jumper, nothing but air, and it's going the other way.
Yeah, I don't like that. I mean, we've seen that from the Max a couple times. There was with about 6 seconds left on the shot clock, Ethan Lasko got the ball, and he just had no interest in passing the ball. He said, I'm going to take this one-on-one. A little step-back jumper, and an air ball.
Backup point guard Tyshawn Jackson in the game right now for St. Joseph. Britton inside, works hard for those 2 points.
That's a great move there by Britton. We've seen Armstrong get bullied in the post sometimes, most notably by Dominique Sanat. They put Zucker in there, much better post defender. And there again, Britton comes right in the game. They attack Armstrong in the post.
Bakesh, Max having trouble with the zone right now. Inside to Ofek, little alley-oop layup there.
Great find there by Lasko. And Ofek Reef, really heady play not to bring the ball down. He probably would have been blocked. Puts the ball up in the air, no chance for the defender to block that one.
Samuels holds, gives it to Mitchell. Mitchell drives left, goes up right, finish, contact, and one.
Yeah, I think that's a good call, but that's pretty good defense there by Orem Patesh. Not much he could do. St. Joe's, they like to do these little dribble handoffs to give their guards angles going downhill, and Orem Patesh just put at a disadvantage.
Jalen Martin checks back into the game. Ryan O'Neal takes a seat. Gabe and Ryan both check back in for the Max, as that quick start for the Max has now faded as they're down a deuce.
Yeah, I mean, I really like what St. Joe's did there. I mean, you want to stem the tide when you're in a big road game. Just make sure while you came out firing, you hit a couple of quick buckets. They were up by 5-7 points. You just want to make sure you stay close, and then here comes the run of St. Joe's. Now they're up 3, just like that.
Terrell, a hard screen there, sent by Armstrong. Terrell spins into the lane, can't get the layup to go. Follow doesn't go either, and Blue Jays bring it back out. And Mitchell dribbles it off his foot, and it's going the Mac way.
Yeah, but what we see here is Coach Steinmetz sensing a little bit of danger time, bringing Ryan Terrell in only 4 minutes after he took him out. Coach Steinmetz usually very reluctant to put players back in the game with 2 fouls, but he senses, he's seen his offense has gotten a little bit stagnant since he's come out of the game. Needs that scoring punch. And Terrell's got to be very careful defensively. If I'm the Blue Jays, I want to go right at him, make him pick up that 3rd foul.
His foul's playing a pretty big role in this game early on. As on cue, Leifer gets fouled by Mitchell.
This is the first one on the Blue Jays. Max already with 4.
Terrell at the top of the key. Dribbles left, and that's going to be a blocking foul. No shot, it's going to be called on the ground. It's on number 10, Jalen Samuels.
You see, once Ryan Schopf comes back into the game, they just feed him on offense pretty consistently, and without that scoring punch in the game, the Max did struggle to score the ball.
Leifer at the top of the key. Ooh, might have been a push off there. Yeah. Eitan Halpert called for the offensive foul.
Yeah, Eitan Halpert, a little bit of that chicken wing extending the arm. Good exaggeration there by the defender to draw the call, but that's going to be Eitan Halpert's 2nd foul as well. So you have Halpert and Terrell both with 2 fouls. This is playing right into the hands of the Blue Jays early in the first half.
Martin, hop step, inside, good finish.
Yeah, that's Jalen Martin, excellent jump stop there. Jump stop, you have a decision. You could shoot it when you're that close, or you could pass it. Easy bucket for him.
Terrell's at the top of the key, gives it to the wing to Reef. Leifer on the wing. Terrell on the low block, he's getting doubled. He spins, finds Leifer, they play the 2-man game. Terrell a 3, that's no good, never really got set. Rebounded by Jalen Martin, and he'll run the break for the Blue Jays. Jackson. Jumper. No good, rebounded Leifer.
I think the most important thing for the Max here is that just like St. Joe should do at the beginning of the game, just got to keep this one close with your players in foul trouble when it becomes more negligible later on in the first half, early in the second half.
Halpert spots up for 3. That's no good. YU's gone cold. And here comes Tyshawn Jackson. Up to Jalen Martin. Thought about it. Now he pulls it. That's good. That's a 2. And a quick timeout here by Coach Steinmetz and the Max, as St. Joe's has opened up a 7-point lead here. Now everyone obviously has their own unique ways of preparing for the game, and we're going to send it down to S.J. Tannenbaum, our sideline reporter, for a little more on that.
Athlete knows that it's extremely important to be careful what you eat before a game. St. Joseph's on the way here before the game enjoyed a little bit of Chick-fil-A, but Coach Miller told us that as long as they keep it to a few hours before the game, it's okay. YU, however, a little bit more machmir, as they have an unwritten no chulin on game day rule for players, And I got to say, probably smart for more than one reason. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you, SJ. Well, as announcers, there's no rule like that for us.
Yeah, no, I had a great steak sandwich from Burgers and Grill just come out before the game. If I was a player, I probably would stay away from that. Any food in the Heights probably not good for a pregame meal, if I'm being completely honest.
Probably not a great pregame meal, that's correct. But a good meal for those looking to enjoy the game. But we're back to the action. And the Blue Jays are back to the zone. Reeve gets that ball stolen, but it's a kick ball called. Jalen Samuels did not like the call there. But nonetheless, it's staying with the Max. Traurig to Zucker, who checked into the game. Leifer spots up 3. No good. Rebound fought for. Halper gets it. Looking for his options, finds Terrell at the top of the key, and he'll reset.
Yeah, Coach Miller is very far onto the court, nearly tripped Ryan Terrell. Surprised they haven't given him some sort of warning.
Terrell catches it in the middle of everyone. Drives left, pulls up, off glass, no good. Rebounded Samuels.
And we talked about the Blue Jays making some adjustments. Ryan Terrell was taking these players one-on-one early on in the game. Now he's receiving a lot more attention than he was a few minutes ago.
Oh, this is a mismatch down low. Leifer comes to help. Nice defensive play there by Gabe.
And like you said, big mismatch by Britton. Gabe Leifer, great help defense that we did not see earlier in the game from the Max.
Now, Lucius Britton is a big body there down low. As Halper pulls a long 3 and gets it to go.
That's a good sight to see for the Max. Eitan Halpert's been inconsistent over the past couple of games. There's even questions if he's going to play here tonight. Hurt himself in the last game, but 2 3-pointers early on. He looks good to go.
JC top of the key. Britton to the other Martin brother. Mitchell pull up, mid-ranger bottom.
And I love these curls that the Blue Jays are running. Just very hard to defend. You always feel like you're behind the offensive player on his back. It just puts them at such an advantage if you set good screens, which the Blue Jays have done so far.
Here comes Leifer. Oh, bullies his way down low, goes up strong and finishes.
Yeah, that looks like some vintage Gabe Leifer right there, putting your head down, some bully ball, an easy bucket at the rim.
JC to Samuels, goes up, Leifer contests. That ball's going down the other way.
That's an excellent call there by the refs. Ref underneath the basket was not sure what the call was, but I think that's an excellent call. Looked like the offensive player still had the ball in his hand as it was going out of bounds. Leifer just does such an excellent job at going straight up. He knows he's a big guy and it's hard to score over him, and he just goes straight up. He knows he never should foul, and he's just an excellent defender.
Leifer to Zucker. Dribbles left inside, out to Terrell. Terrell to Leifer. Back to Terrell. They're not going to get a shot off. 30-second shot clock violation there for the Max. Exquisite defense by St. Joe's.
Yeah, and I even saw Matan Zucker got the ball. Jordan Powell was chirping a little bit at him. Couldn't really hear what he was saying from here in the booth. But maybe he was daring him to shoot the ball from outside the paint, something he's a little bit uncomfortable doing at times.
Martin jabs, drives, underneath, finishes.
Yeah, that's a great use of the jab step. Gabe Leifer shot that little jab step, freed up the baseline just a touch.
Pardon me, that was Mitchell on the bucket. Leifer gets good position, goes up with his left and finishes high off glass.
Yeah, what a tough finish there by Gabe Leifer. Blue Jays pushing.
Spin move, down low to Powell. Blocked there by Gabe Leifer. It will be a jump ball.
And Gabe Leifer once again the last defender. Jordan Powell thought he had an easy layup, but Gabe Leifer was there to help out.
Rakesh is checking into the game. Terrell's checking out. Lasko checked into the game. Zucker checked out. Jalen Martin, tough fadeaway jumper, no good.
I was going to say, regardless if that goes in, excellent defense there by Halpert.
We got some blood on the court right now as Lasco is bleeding from his nose.
I didn't catch that one, Charlie. It looks like he might have taken an elbow. I don't know if you saw anything.
Terrell will join the game. Well, did you know that 90% of our viewers for the game last week against St. Joseph's Long Island were not subscribed to Max Live on YouTube? Help support our efforts to put on quality broadcasts and take 3 seconds to subscribe. The team's now going to the huddle. I don't think this is a charge timeout to either team. I think this is just to clean up the blood that was on the court.
Yeah, clean up the blood, get Ethan Lasco stitched up. He could return to the game. They'll give him probably 30 seconds to a minute. But we'll see how quick the YU trainers work.
Xavier, beloved trainer for YU.
I saw him working on both teams before the game. Always nice to see that. So Lasco's going to check out here. Still in the locker room. He'll probably be back shortly. But Tesh will come in the game. Adds that three-point threat. Kind of want to see Batesh use that pump fake and take that mid-range jumper like Adim Markovic did earlier, especially when other teams know as great of a shooter as he is, that pump fake just becomes that much more effective.
Halpert to Terrell. Reef protecting to the game. Drives right, gets a lane, finishes, foul and one. Tough finish there by Ofek Reef.
Yeah, great play by Ofek Reef. Just kind of lulling him to sleep with that little dribble move, and then boom, turns on the Jets, draws the contact, and that's 2 points and the foul. Ofek Reef looks a little bit better here tonight. Some questions about injuries. Ofek Reef looks like he's 100% here tonight.
We are going to have an answer for the trivia question from earlier tonight. The question was, how many ranked teams have the max beaten in program history? The answer is the big 0.
Yeah, we're looking for our first one here tonight. Wasn't unsuccessful when they played Illinois Wesleyan earlier in the season. Second chance out of here. Max only down by 1.
Quick jumper, no good. Rebound fought for, tipped out. Inside, finishes.
Yeah,
that's Jordan Powell.
That's tough. I mean, the Max were looking to get out and run with the loose ball. Would have had numbers if they secured it, but the Blue Jays is an easy layup on the scramble.
St. Joe's have their starters in his zone. Down low to Zucker. Outside Reef. Ring around the Rosie. Here's Batesh for a triple, no good.
I like the shot by Batesh. I like when the Max don't hesitate when they're open, and Batesh not looking to make that extra pass. The passing is going to him to shoot it.
JC puts on a show but misses the jumper. And Opek gets the board. And here he comes. Reef in the corner. Inside to a cutting Lifer who's fouled. And he'll go to the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, Ofek Reef is looking great out here so far. Getting a little bit of his confidence back, putting on a little bit of a dribble move, a little hesitation. Finds the cutting Lifer. A little other way around. Usually Lifer to Reef. This time Reef to Lifer draws the foul. 2 shots.
Now, folks, coming up, we're going to have an awesome halftime show for you, as we'll be joined in the booth by Big Ten Chief of Staff Adam Newman to break down the first half. You do not want to miss this. Lifer hits the first. Second shot, same result. It's a 1-point game.
Yeah, so I talked about this lineup before. You have Batesh, Markovic, Zucker all on the court. I'm looking who the go-to scorer is going to be here for the Max down the stretch, last 4 minutes. Resting Halpert and Terrell, both of those 2 fouls.
Powell. Oh, Zucker so strong on defense. He'll get called for the reach.
That's going to be the Max 6th team foul. One more is going to be 1-1 for the Blue Jays. Well, I really like what Coach Steinmetz has done, managing the minutes of his players with 2 fouls. You put them in for a couple minutes, just make sure they're out there. Just not enough time to pick up that 3rd foul. I think he's going to rest him probably the rest of the half.
And that's the second time that Jake Sullivan finishes easily off an inbounds play. The Max have to shore that up defensively.
Yeah, the Max have fallen asleep on a couple of inbounds plays. Well-drawn plays up by Coach Miller.
Lifer doubled in the corner and throws the ball away. Jalen Martin with the steal, and he'll run the break right now for the Blue Jays. Goes up with the right, and one. Called a block on Reef, was in the restricted area. And Jalen Martin will have a chance at a three-point play.
That's tough for Ofek Reef. He was set for a long time before, but Jalen Martin just goes a little bit around him, it appeared. That's going to be 2 points and the foul. And I stand corrected. You put Halpert and Terrell on the bench, they go on a quick 4-0 run, and they're right back in the game with 3:17 left in the first half.
Jalen gets the shot to go. Free throw shooting has been positive for both teams here to open up the game. Batesh getting some big time minutes right now for the Max. Inside. Life for an open three. No good, rims out. Rebounded by O'Neal. And here comes JC. O'Neal, triple. Yes, sir. And he yells out. A roar of approval.
Yeah, it's really tough to guard the trailer in transition. That is Ryan O'Neal right there. Easy spot-up shot, an excellent shooter. 9-point lead just like that. Quick 8-0 run.
Terrell at the top. To Reef on the wing. Reef drives. Lifer was open. Passes it off. Terrell. Pump fake. Halpert open triple. Bottom.
And all their shots have gone, but the Max passing this first half has been exquisite. Extra passing up good shots to get great shots. I think those shots will continue to fall as this game goes on.
Samuels goes hard, strong left and finishes.
And that's the hard part at having Batesh in the game sometimes. He's a little bit undersized, and the Blue Jays have taken advantage of him a couple of times. Coach Miller knows exactly which matchups to exploit on the offensive end.
Halpert a deep three again, and he's catching fire. Watch out, he can shoot.
Coach Miller is not happy with leaving Eitan Halpert. I expect them to be extending the defense a lot farther out, and that's going to open up a lot more space near the high post area. Look for the Max to attack the area going forward in the second half.
JC, guarded by Batesh. Oh, crossover drive inside, Powell. Gains possession, but loses his dribble. O'Neal, a fadeaway three, no good. Box out rebound. Ofek Reef, he draws the foul on Samuels.
Yeah, you said it, Charlie. Put that box out on a tutorial. The Max are not known for their boxing out prowess. Ofek Reef, an excellent job boxing out, shielding the defender, making sure he's not getting the rebound. You see what happens when you box out. Not only do you get the rebound, you draw the foul on the opponent. And that's going to be the second foul on number 10, Jalen Samuels. It's a big last minute 20 here for the Max. They were down by as many as 9. You were kind of sensing, oh no, what's going on here? Well, they've cut it to 5 with Terrell and Halpert back on the floor. Halpert's caught fire here a little bit. And now a chance for a couple possessions towards the end of the half. Close the half strong, maybe get it within 5.
This game has been very back and forth here in the first half. Each team sort of taking a turn at going on these short little runs. A minute 15 to go here. Lifer. He's going to do it himself. Inside, floater good. And he is playing like a man on a mission.
And Gabe Lifer once again.
Oh, but JC inside of Powell. JC can hoop.
Yeah, we've seen that a couple times in the first half as well, where just the great dribble penetration, Max no help defense. I want to see the Max go 2 for 1 here, maybe get a shot in the next 5-10 seconds.
Terrell to Lifer, who was open for a second but didn't even look to shoot. He'll now get back in this post against Powell. Spins inside, the double comes and is blocked by number 24, Jake Sullivan.
Yeah,
Good help defense.
I really like this guy, Jake Sullivan. He's played excellent defense. He's been all over the court. He's not going to put up too many points, but he pads the stat sheet.
And on cue, Sullivan with the steal. Up to Jalen Martin, who goes up and finishes underneath.
Yeah, you saw there, Eitan Halpert really cannot contest. Ryan Terrell cannot really contest. Max going to hold for 1 here to close out the half. Try to get it to 5 or 4.
Shot clock turned off. Oh, Reef gets open inside and finishes underneath with a scoop layup.
Yeah, I love that play. I just would have liked to have seen it 10 seconds later. St. Joe's scores here. It's a missed opportunity for the Max to hold for 1.
JC with 3 on the clock, in no hurry. Crossover pull-up, Jimmy. No, sir. Halftime, Max up 5.
Yeah, the Max have to tighten it up on the defensive end. They've given up 45 points. That's not what Coach Diamond is going to want to see. Offense looking great, defense not so much to this point.
Well, we're going to go to a quick commercial break, but do not go anywhere. We have a big halftime show in store for everyone.
When I was in 9th grade, someone told me to give up on ball. He told me, basketball will only take you so far in life. You're not going to make it to the NBA, he said. What he was missing is that making it to the NBA isn't the only reason why we play. The game of basketball leaves you with so much more than just the game itself. The life lessons and friendships that are made while playing the game will outlive the game and can last a lifetime.
Hey Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, founder and chairman of Leket Israel YC Class of 96. It's citrus season in Israel. We need to rescue millions of pounds of these citrus fruit to feed the needy just over the next few months. So please give us a hand. Help the winning team, Leket Israel, and the other winning team. Go Mac!
Did you know that 90% of low back pain and sciatica can be treated without surgery? After a detailed evaluation, our physical therapists use gentle, hands-on techniques to alleviate most forms of low back pain. Our physicians have expertise in medication management, as well as a variety of interventional techniques, including trigger point injections. By utilizing a combination of these options, we can help you today. PM&R, the proud sponsor of Yeshiva University Athletics. Let us help you reach your goals at one of our 5 locations in New York and New Jersey.
sweeper. Give it to Terrell. Terrell! Gets right, Terrell, 2 more!
My story started with a letter in the mail. I took my first steps in New York and felt the energy all around me.
I connected with my Rebbe on the first day of Shir.
My story was learning that the mitochondria is more than just the powerhouse of the cell.
I made my painting from scratch, like really from scratch.
My roommates came here from 4 different countries. We lit one menorah together.
My story was practice every night.
Chavruta every night.
Subway rides, city lights.
In my story, my name was in the headlines.
The bylines. The University Museum.
My story was my internship at the Supreme Court.
Dancing with the Israeli flag in Times Square.
My story was participating in the only hackathon, not on Shabbat.
The Career Center found me my first job at a top business analytics firm.
My story was becoming best friends with my chavruta.
And holding that NCAA trophy.
My story started here.
My story is just beginning.
Did you know that 90% of low back pain and sciatica can be treated without surgery? After a detailed evaluation, our physical therapists use gentle, hands-on techniques to alleviate most forms of low back pain. Our physicians have expertise in medication management, as well as a variety of interventional techniques, including trigger point injections. By utilizing a combination of these options, we can help you today. PM&R, the proud sponsor of Yeshiva University Athletics. Let us help you reach your goals at one of our 5 locations in New York and New Jersey. At the PMR Center, we strive to find the right physical therapy and hand therapy program for you. PM&R, the proud sponsor of Yeshiva University Athletics. Let us help you reach your goals at one of our 5 locations in New York and New Jersey.
Hello and welcome back to the Max Stern Athletic Center here at halftime. St. Joe's Blue Jays leads Yeshiva by score 45-40. Right now we're joined in the booth by Big Ten Chief of Staff Adam Newman. Adam, thanks for coming.
It's great to be here. Thank you for having me tonight.
Now let's get right to it. First half, what'd you see? What are your thoughts?
I think it's a great game. Yeshiva obviously, ranked at one point this season #1 in the country. They're playing St. Joe's, who's #5 in the country. From what I understand, this is a non-conference game that was scheduled later in the season. If they're willing to come to a hostile environment like this and play, they believe in their game. And I think you're seeing that right off the bat. You're seeing a battle-tested team in St. Joe's. They're undefeated this season, and it's just been an absolute back and forth. I think Yeshiva's got to pick it up in the transition defense. That's going to be tough because these guards are quick. Their big men are quick. You can see their coach forcing them right after a made bucket to keep moving. Also really do appreciate St. Joe's. They're switching up zone defense. They're playing man defense. They're moving a lot. They're giving Yeshiva a lot of trouble, but to watch Halpert go off like that and hit some of those shots, really, really special.
Yeah, I think exactly what you said, Adam, you hit it on the head. I think I want to see Yeshiva's defense pick up in the second half. A little bit of a separate question I wanted to ask. Working for the Big Ten, what are share some good stories with us, some very cool experiences that you've had.
The Big Ten, it's like working for, a premier, incredible, wonderful, amazing, excellent athletic conference. But, coming here at Yeshiva, it's very much the same, and I mean that. You come into an environment in a gym like that, it's not quite Michigan, Ohio State on football, but it has the same type of love. You see the passion, and there's something special about student athletes. There's something amazing about it. Kids that are going to school, getting their educations, and spending so much time showing everybody here a little bit of what can be special in us as they just display just incredible talent on the court. This is really a team to be reckoned with, and it's great. Division I, Division II, Division III. I was at the NCAA convention a few weeks ago in Indianapolis, and it's important that all the divisions are together and linked together and care about each other and working towards a common goal, which is allowing student athletes to really thrive, not just playing sports, because at the Division III level, and really honestly at the Division I level too, they're going to go on to do much more interesting things with their lives than just play sports, and they're going to have meaningful jobs. We want to make sure that this is a launching pad, so to be part of this in some small way as an alum is a big deal.
Well said, well put. Remember actually Aaron Kraft, the point guard for the Ohio State Buckeyes back in the day. I don't know if you remember him.
I love that you're saying that because I just met Dr. Aaron Kraft the other
There you
day.
go.
He is a doctor at Ohio State, and boy, was that guy scrappy.
Very
I mean,
cool.
a real defender. I know Coach Katz is on the line, one of my coaches from Baltimore. Really special person, very close with his boys, Shai and Yisroel. I know Donnie's now a coach on the team. I know Ellie's been a coach on the team, and it's just really special, to grow up in an environment of people that really care about sports and understand it for a meaningful way. So shout out to those people as well.
And now you touched on it earlier, just about the environment at a game like Michigan, Ohio State. You said the environment here is very good, but Rutgers, Purdue, with these Big Ten teams, they have very hostile environments. How does that compare to a place like here?
This to me has a feel of a little bit of Cameron Indoor Stadium, honestly, because, and that's not my conference, it's the ACC, although we do have an alliance. That's for another time. But the people are on the court, you got bouncers pushing people to the sides. I will say this, I'm just going to say this on record for everybody. It is a major liability to have a table there. When you're working in sports, that's all you see is like major liabilities all the time. I mean, everybody saw Paul George's injury. That's waiting to happen in the top left corner. So I don't know if that can be moved in the second half. This is such a hot take for me right now. It's not even in me. I don't know what I'm doing. I said I'd come here and just be friendly and nice, but it's a hot take. It's really not smart to have that table over there.
We appreciate the lawsuit prevention. Thank you so much, Adam, for joining us in the booth. Very insightful. We look forward to keeping up this relationship going forward.
It's my pleasure. Go Max. Let's hope for a really strong second half and a big W over the number 5 team in the country.
Yep.
Good to see you guys.
Thank you so much.
All right, we're going to head to commercial break now. We'll be back with first half stats and second half basketball coming up. Don't go anywhere.
At the PMR Center, we strive to find the right physical therapy and hand therapy program for you. PM&R, the proud sponsor of Yeshiva University Athletics. Let us help you reach your goals at one of our 5 locations in New York and New Jersey.
Pretending to take it back by Leifert. Given to Terrell. Terrell! That's right! Terrell, 2 more!
Hello and welcome back to the Max Stern Athletics Center. We're gearing up for second half basketball, but first let's take a look at the halftime stats, which are brought to you by Lekit Israel. Lekit Israel, rescuing nutritious surplus food for Israelis in need.
Yeah, one thing that really stands out to me, I've said it a couple times, the defense of the Max. St. Joseph has shot 55.6% from the field in the first half. And YU shooting it well as well. It's been a high-scoring game. I think the winner of this game is going to be whoever is able to tighten up a little bit defensively, force a couple of people to miss some shots. And I mean, we saw Coach Steinmetz do an excellent job in the first half, managing the minutes of his players. He escaped that first half only down 5 with 2 of his better scorers with 2 fouls each for the last 15 minutes or so.
So there's your first half stats. The YU Seforim Sale is here. Come to Washington Heights and buy all your favorite Seforim at the largest Seforim sale in North America. Check out the website, theseforimsale.com. It's linked in the description below. And check out all the events and speakers featured throughout the sale. Online, ordering, and gift card options are available, as well as on the website. Looking forward to seeing you there. 35 seconds to go here until the second half kicks off. The first half was an entertaining one. High flying, highlights on both ends, both teams shooting the ball relatively well. What's it going to take right now for the Max here in the second half to try to take down this undefeated team?
It's going to be tightening up on the defensive end. I'll keep saying it until it happens. I mean, I think the Max didn't have their strongest defensive lineup out there at times due to some foul trouble. We saw a little bit of extended minutes for Orm Batesh, which I like to see. He is a little bit undersized defensively, but great shooter offensively. We saw a little bit of Markovic, a little extra Armstrong. I think I'm expecting, and Lasko went out with the bloody nose for a little bit. I'm expecting to see the staples of this team going down the stretch here. A lot of Terrell, a lot of Reef, who had an excellent first half with 10 points. I think Halpert is going to be a big factor in the second half, not scoring the ball, rather facilitating. He has 14 points on 5 of 6 shooting, 4 for 5 from downtown. I think St. Joseph is going to make a big adjustment here in the second half to try to limit his shots from downtown. That's going to open up a lot of space in the defense.
Yeah, you spoke about it earlier on, about utilizing the pump fake. And now when they're going out really high up on Halpert, because he's been shooting so exquisitely well, so he's going to be able to utilize that pump fake and take it inside. Great for his teammates. All right, here we go.
Yeah,
20 minutes on the clock.
First few minutes of this half, very important for the Max.
Leifer gets the ball. Surveys, gives it to Zucker. Zucker given a lot of room, takes it inside, goes up left, no good. Leifer rebound, put back finish.
Yeah, great follow there by Leifer, but I like Zucker attacking the basket. If they're going to give you space, take the space. And then I like that little floater. Tough shot by Zucker, but Gabe Leifer there for the follow.
JC, top of the key. Has he dribble, foul line extended jumper, gets it to go.
Yeah, if the Max haven't realized it yet, that is JC Martin's shot. He loves that foul line extended jumper. That one straight from the foul line. That's his bread and butter. That's going to be 2 more times than not.
Terrell, open 3. No good. He's been a little cold today. Zucker gets the board, goes up. I don't know what that was, but he gets his own rebound. Shots no good. Ball staying here. A little all over the place, but ball stays with YU.
Yeah, that started with a little bit of an over gamble there by Jalen Martin. Went for the steal in the pick 6. He missed it. Very fortunate that Ryan Terrell didn't hit that open jump shot. He's been a little bit off tonight. He's now 2 for 8 from the field to start. Only 4 points.
Leifer takes Sullivan inside, tries the floater, which has been working, but he doesn't get it to go. And the Blue Jays will come back the other way.
Yeah, I like how assertive Gabe Leifer's been so far in this game. He scored 26 last game. I think he's starting to feel a little bit more responsibility offensively. He's got 10 early points here in the beginning of the second half.
JC couldn't get the shot to go. Halpert wide open 3 from the corner. No doubt.
I don't think Coach Miller, you can just look at his disgust on his face as the Maccabees come down the floor. Eitan Halpert now 5 for 6 from downtown, picking up the slack where Ryan Terrell has not had such a great offensive output here so far.
Sullivan an open 3 straight on, no good. Rebounded by Halpert, throws it full court to Terrell. Back out, Halpert steps into a deep triple. Bang! 1-5 downtown, Max up 1.
Eitan Halpert, another 3, he's got 20 now. The Blue Jays better guard him. We talked about him passing. If you're not going to guard him, keep shooting for Eitan Halpert. Max up 1.
Reef fights for the ball. Leifer has it. And here come the Max.
He has Reef.
Reef gets it, drives baseline, underhand no good, Zucker underneath, finishes with the left. Timeout, Blue Jays, YU Max up 3. And listen to this crowd go. We're now going to send it down. We know that the Max play in a very tough environment, so here's SJ talking about the environment here, the Max Stern Athletic Center.
Thanks, guys. The Max Stern Athletic Center has been rocking all night. The fans came ready to cheer, and the players came ready to play. While most D3 gyms are not as large as their D1 counterparts, the fans more than make up for it, as you can clearly see from the Hope versus Calvin game. Coach Miller even said himself that he's played against some teams with some very, very, very loud fan bases, and the Max Stern Athletic Center is definitely one of them. Back to you guys in the booth.
Yeah, the environment here is one that's tough to copy because of the way that the fans are really on top of the players.
Yeah, we heard Coach Miller talk about Rutgers and Purdue. Adam Newman mentioned Cameron Indoor Stadium for Duke during the halftime show. The Max Stern Athletic Center, one of a kind in Division III.
JC thought about a 3. Takes it inside. Halpert on the defense, but JC gets to his spot and finishes. Impressive play there
Yeah,
by
great play
J.C.
by
Martin.
J.C. Martin. He's the catalyst of this offense. They needed a bucket here to stem the tide, quiet down the crowd. J.C. Martin just getting to his spot in the paint, like you said, and putting it up over Eitan Halpert.
Terrell drives in, finishes high, no good. Rebound fought for. Ball's going down, hit off Zucker last. Jalen Samuels clutching his face, seems to have gotten knocked up there. He'll be okay.
Something I'm looking forward to here. Eitan Halpert is on, and that's going to take a lot of attention away from Ryan Terrell, and this is where he's going to be able to operate. In the first half, he got a couple of easy buckets with not so much attention. Coach Miller made a quick adjustment, adding more attention, and now with Eitan Halpert going, they can't guard everyone with two players.
Well, JC is going off right now for St. Joe's.
J.C. Martin, he's well into double figures. He's the leading scorer for them in today's game. He's got 14.
Reef surveys, gives it to Zucker at the foul line. Leifer takes it in right, uses his body, goes up strong and finishes off glass.
I thought that might have been a foul as well, but Gabe Leifer using the body. He's got 12 now. Excellent offensive prowess here today for Gabe Leifer. Really been assertive these last couple of games.
Mitchell inside, finishes high.
Back and forth we go, another lead change. Max looking to push.
Leifer to Reef. Halpert pulls up again off the back rim, and this place was ready to explode. Ball on the floor, fought for. JC gets the ball, and here come the Blue Jays. That's going to be a foul on Opek Reef, and he knows it.
Yeah, I like the referees letting him play a little bit. Jalen Samuels was trying to draw initiate all that contact. That's an excellent no call by the referees. You cannot do that anymore. Try to initiate all the contact, and he lost the ball. Good no call. Opek Reef on the reach in there. A little bit too much contact for the refs to let go on that one.
Samuels now collects at the top of the key. He'll take it left on Reef, tries to underhand finish, but because of that underhand, gets the foul call. Reef complaining that he kept his arms up straight, but to no avail. Samuels would have lined for a couple.
Yeah, just like that, Opek Reef went from 1 foul to 3 fouls. Ethan Lasko with a new jersey, blood on the old one. He's going to be wearing number 41 now as he checks into the game. Maybe a little bit of good juju coming in with the 41.
First shot by Samuels is no good. Want to receive Max news and updates? Join our WhatsApp group chat. The link to join is in the description of this YouTube video. 1 point game here with 15.5 to go. Max looking to knock off the number 4 ranked team, St. Joe Blue Jays. A ways to go. And Zucker's going to bring up the ball for the Max. Guarded by Powell. Lasko. Terrell.
Terrell has a lot of space one-on-one if Eitan Halpert clears out.
Jab. Fade away, turnaround jumper. That's good.
That's his spot right there. You saw it last game against St. Joseph's Long Island. That foul line, elbow extended shot for Ryan Terrell. Might as well put the 2 on the board every time he shoots it from there.
Powell. Mitchell getting more minutes right now. Played well in the first half.
Powell, good steal.
JC with the pass inside. And the finish by Powell.
Yeah, that's a good front by Ryan Terrell, but a better pass there by J.C. Martin. St. Joe's back in his zone here. Let's see if Eitan Halpert can shoot him out of it.
Lasko. Ooh, had a pass there, but active heads by JC. And he's going to finish it on the other end with the layup.
Yeah, these guys go. If the Max have a live ball turnover like that, you can almost put 2 points on the board for St. Joe's. They are out, and they are quick in transition. A little bit of a 3-2 here. An extended 2-3. Ryan O'Neal kind of up top and down there.
Ooh, that didn't look good. Terrell for 3. Gets it to go.
Terrell 2 shots here in a row in the second half. He's got 9 for the game. Max only down 1, but got to pick it up a little bit more on the defensive end.
On that 3-2 defense, Max looking to the corners. Samuels takes it. Good defense there by Halpert. O'Neal drives, turns around, jumper, bottom.
And Ryan O'Neal's played great here tonight. He's in double figures now as well with 11. He's 4 for 6 in the game. He's just a good mid-range player as well. Like we said at the beginning of the game, St. Joe's a lot of balanced scoring. They can beat you so many different ways. That's why they're so hard to play against. Because when you cover one guy, it's another guy.
Halpert on the wing. Lasko spots up, open 3. No good, rims out. Rebounded by Powell.
I like it there. No hesitancy there by Lasko. He's wide open, in rhythm. Great find by Eitan. Halpert just does not go. Coach Miller asking him to slow it down.
JC, pull up, same result.
I mean, I like the Max giving him space. He's not going to pull it from 3, but once he gets to that foul line, I mean, you know he's going to pull it. He's done it so many times here today.
Inside, swung to Terrell, a deep 3, gets it to go.
And he's starting to cook now, Ryan Terrell. He's got 3 in a row. He's up to 12 points for the game. So you have Terrell and Halpert going for them. Like we said again, it's the Max defense that's going to give him a chance here.
Lasko steals, and here comes Terrell. Up to Lasko on the fast break. Finishes with the left.
Good finish there by Lasko. Was trying to draw the foul as well to no avail. Refs really letting them play here. But we have a tie game with 12 minutes to go.
The fans rise to their feet. Mitchell drives baseline. Leifer on the defense, he'll bring it back out to Samuels. JC drives left, finishes contact, he'll go to the line for 2 as Leifer met him at the rim, and that's gonna hurt. Probably got the wind knocked out of him there.
Yeah, I really respect this kid, JC Martin. He goes to the rim with absolutely no fear. Gave Leifer almost twice his size, no problem. Great defense there by Leifer. Just Martin looks like he's a little switched hands a little bit to the left hand. That's going to draw the foul. It's going to be 2 shots, 2 big shots to take the lead back for St. Joe's at line for JC Martin.
JC so quick off the dribble. As his first shot is good.
Yeah, Max, we said it before. The Max have had a couple of issues with really quick point guards in the past. We saw they'd have to put Ryan Terrell and Javon Santos of Farmingdale State late in that game. We'll see what Coach Steinmetz decides to do on JC Martin, but he's got 17 and 5, already eclipsing his average in points per game.
Quick point guards have given YU an issue this year. We saw it with Santos, as you mentioned earlier. JC Martin wreaking havoc.
Yeah, he hits both of those there. He's 70% shooter, but 2 clutch ones there to put the lead back up to 2.
Zucker. Halpert pulls up from inside 3 this time and is a little short. And watch out because JC's on the break. Inside, that's Britton. Mitchell jabs, cuts. Martin inside, no good, blocked by Zucker. Ball fought for, and Lucius Britton gets it. Pull up 3 from Mitchell, that's no good, rebounded by Zucker.
And Max catch a break there, should have had that rebound.
Ryan Terrell finds Halpert, a 3 from the corner, off the 6th defender, as we like to call it here in the center. Those pulls above the rim. Jordan Armstrong checks into the game.
That's a tough one for Eitan Halpert. He's a little bit too far into the corner. I think that one was actually going to go in. It looked like it from my vantage point that one was going in, but the pulls being there, keeping this a 2-point lead.
Sullivan, Britton. Sullivan dribbles. Inside to Britton, Armstrong on the defense. Foul on the ground there. As although Armstrong may have some height, Britton looks to have at least 25 pounds on Armstrong.
I don't know if it just happens to be when I'm paying attention down low, but it seems to me that recently a lot of the opposing coaches, whenever Jordan Armstrong is in the game, they have made it a point to give it to their big man in the post. As you see here with Britton as well, they're going right back to him, making Armstrong defend.
Armstrong blocks it.
Answers the challenge there. Jordan Armstrong, great defense. I'll probably take him off him for the next possession.
Here's Leifer. Gives it to Terrell. Reef on the wing. Leifer trying to establish position. The great play there by Sullivan. And here comes Mitchell. Loses the handle a little bit.
That could have been a double dribble. Ref's not going to call it. I don't know about that one. I think that was double dribble.
Jalen Martin on the wing. to Britton. Martin, a deep three, front rim, no good. Rebounded by Leifer, and he looks to push the pace.
Max been stuck on 62 for a while.
Terrell, deep three, that's good!
We said in the first half with Ryan O'Neal, it's really hard to guard the trailer in transition. Ryan Terrell, trailer, easy three-pointer. He's got 17 now. He's really picked it up. Excuse me, 15.
Britton gets fouled again on the ground. Armstrong playing aggressive defense. The ref's not letting that go.
Yeah, they're just not liking that he's using his hands. You have to use your body like Matan Zucker was doing to force him out of the paint. Matan Zucker, an excellent post defender. Jordan Armstrong trying to get to his level, but Britton just really trying to take it to him inside.
JC checks back into the game. Mitchell, an open three, has all day, and he puts it in.
I mean, that's, I think, the third time the Macs have given up a wide open look off an inbounds play. That's unacceptable. And then not even that, no closeout, even when Tyree Mitchell did catch the ball. Terrell wide open in the corner, Leifer missed him.
Well, Leifer does it himself anyways.
No need, Leifer ties the game.
And here comes Mitchell. JC.
That's excellent defense by Terrell, moving his feet there.
Back up top to Mitchell. Inside to Britton, Armstrong.
That was a travel, yep, good call. Just took a step before he put down the ball. It's an excellent call there by the referee. Terrell pumping up the crowd near us.
Yeah, Britton's going to check out of the game right now. Powell checks back in. And number 0, Ryan O'Neal comes in, and Mitchell's going to check out. So quick subs here by Coach Miller.
Max with 4 players in double figures. Exactly what you want to see. Balanced scoring attack. Blue Jays also has 4 players in double figures as well.
Reef to Leifer. Terrell pumps, drives, pulls up, foul from behind, and one! And look at him roar! The All-American, all-time leading scorer for the Macs is hot right now.
We talked about it, Ryan Terrell using that pump fake. He's hit a couple in a row. That will get O'Neal in the air, draws the contact, and one. Terrell is on a rampage here to start the second half.
MVP chants ring out from the crowd here, but they'll soon quiet as Terrell looks to complete the three-point play and does.
There's no doubt that one is going in. Terrell started the game 2 for 9. He's now hit his last 5. He's up to 7 for 14 for the game. 18 points, Max up 3. Possessions down the stretch are going to be very important.
O'Neal to JC. Crossover inside.
No good there. Leap straight up. JC initiated all the contact. Terrell, I wouldn't be surprised if he pulls this one.
Terrell, quick first step inside, no good, rebounded. And here comes JC. JC Martin.
Max better get back.
Inside, great play by Leifer. Hits it off of Martin, and it's going the Max way. Great transition defense there by number 4, Gabe Leifer.
Yeah, JC Martin was looking to split the defenders. The great active hands there by the Max, knocking the ball off of his leg. That's going out of bounds. Max would love to extend this lead to more than one possession game, give them a little bit of breathing room with 8 minutes to go.
Leifer in the post. Finds a cutting Halpert, can't finish the layup.
Yeah, it was tough by Ethan Halpert. I admire him trying to go up quickly to avoid the shot blocker, but just rushed it a little bit with Powell in the room.
Oh, and Jordan Armstrong says, absolutely not, Mr. O'Neal.
Yeah, that's why Jordan Armstrong in the game. The excellent help defense slots that one into the 5th row if we had bleachers on that side of the gym.
At least we don't have tables, as Adam was telling us during halftime.
I guess the people on the other end did not listen to Adam's halftime speech.
Oh, right off the inbound play again. Jalen Martin this time. And YU's going to have to pick up this defense, especially on this inbound.
Yeah, I think if I'm YU, I think I don't want the Blue Jays to ever inbound the ball underneath the basket ever again. Or at least maybe call a timeout to drop a defensive play. That's 4 times now. Wide open looks.
Terrell on the pump fake. Oh, he's twisting, he's turning, he finds Armstrong inside. Fail and one! And this kid, Ryan Terrell, is putting on a clinic.
Using the pivot foot there, unbelievable. I have never seen this much emotion out of Ryan Terrell. A great pass to Armstrong, drawing all the eyes now of the Blue Jays defenders. hitting Armstrong down low. Timeout, Coach Miller. He has what to think about here during this timeout.
Ryan Terrell so strong here. And we're going to send it down to SJ, who's going to talk about the coaching staff for St. Joe's.
Thanks, guys. The famed Jim Calhoun was the first coach in St. Joseph's history, coming out of retirement to found the basketball program when the university became co-ed a few years ago. Calhoun spent a long time trying to get current head coach Glenn Miller to come out of retirement and join him in coaching St. Joseph as well. And Coach Miller has stuck around ever since. Coach Miller took over last year, and this season has been the Blue Jays' best season ever. Getting Miller to come out of retirement to coach was not hard to do, as coaches Calhoun and Miller have been working on and off together since 1986, back when Coach Miller was Calhoun's assistant coach for the UConn Huskies. Miller made a D3 Final Four appearance with Conn College and has served as the head coach of both Brown and Penn, where he coached Zach Rosen, one of the most prolific Jewish basketball stars in recent times. We asked Coach Miller about his thoughts of the differences between Division I and Division III, to which he emphasized the work-life balance that D3 offers. Coach Miller has said that coaching in D3, he doesn't see any less passion from the players. And while there is less money available to and generated by D3, there's no less passion, and it's great to see. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you, SJ. Tonight there have been a lot of comparisons between D1 and D3. And the majority of opinions have said that D3 basketball brings so much to the table. As Armstrong hits that.
That's a huge free throw for Armstrong. 2-possession game now, and Armstrong only a 37% shooter. That one goes.
Ooh, little contact there. Samuels gets the ball.
Good recovery by the Max.
Behind the back dribble, here comes JC. Inside, what a pass as he was falling to Powell. JC Martin, are you kidding me?
I cannot believe he got that one off. I was ready for the referees to go with the travel. Martin, a slick bounce pass to Powell. Like they drew it up that way. Little Harlem Globetrotters.
Terrell comes off a screen. There's going to be a foul called on the ground as Samuels was looking to fight through the screen set by Eitan Halpern, and it gets called.
That's a good call by the referees. That shot would not have counted had it gone. It was released after the foul was called. But that's Jalen Samuels' third foul. Something to keep an eye on down the stretch. One of their best bench players.
Terrell now with the ball at the top of the key. Ofek Reef.
He's been quiet in the second half.
Terrell spots up. Jabs. Now backing down Samuels. Gets inside. Floater no good. Rebound Armstrong. Out to Leifer.
Smart play. Reset the offense. Great job by Jordan Armstrong. Offense remedy. Don't need no pressure to put it right back up. Reset the offense. Get another good shot.
Leifer just inside the three-point line. Cannot get it to go. And here comes JC Martin.
O'Neal's open.
Oh, and Armstrong says no, sir. And here comes Ofek Reef on the break. He's going to take it up strong. Floater. That's good. They gave him a little too much room there in on transition.
Yeah, I wouldn't have recommended that one. That's a really tough shot by Ofek Reef. Looked like he was going with that one all the way.
Powell inside. Armstrong rejects it. And he stepped up defensively here for the Max down the stretch.
Yeah, Armstrong here has been a beast defensively. That's a couple straight possessions. They've been trying to attack him, and he just said no thank you a few too many times. Earning his minutes out there.
Terrell to Reef. Ryan Terrell drives, foul line off one leg, no good. Rebound fought for, but it's it's going down the other way, pardon me.
I think that's a bad call by the referees, but I will say I think that might have been over the back there on Armstrong. I think the referee was very nice there. He probably wanted to call them over the back on Armstrong. He figured I'll just give the ball to St. Joseph's instead. No harm, no foul. But in a 4-point game, every possession important. Coach Miller hounding the referee by his bench. I'm not really sure what they're talking about. Orem Batesh in the game, late in the game. Interesting.
Inside to Powell. Sullivan Pardon me, that's O'Neal, but no good.
The referees have been extremely consistent tonight on plays like that. When an offensive player is initiating contact, you are not going to get the foul call. The catch open for three.
This is why he's here. Triple. Yep. And they're starting to believe here on the Heights. Timeout, Blue Jays. Max up 7. And we're going to keep it right here. And we're going to do a game summary right now. Such a well-contested game throughout.
Yeah, I mean, the Macs are up by 7. They were down by 5 at halftime. The score is 45-40. We talked about it. The Macs playing better defense. They gave 45 points in 20 minutes in the first half. Through about 15 minutes in the second half, only 26. They've done a great job on transition defense. And the shots have still continued to fall. Ryan Terrell has heated up when Eitan Halpert is not in the second half. And I mean, the Macs a balanced scoring attack, great offense, great defense. This is exactly the kind of performance the Macs need to build their confidence back up going into next week's Skyline tournament and possibly the NCAA tournament in 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, and it's been everyone for the Macs. Team who had their 50-game win streak, plus 50-game win streak broken a few weeks ago. Now looking to end a win streak themselves and playing good basketball here down the stretch. Oren Batesh, though, off the bench, on the court, on the board. Big time 3 there for the kid.
Yeah, I mean, Oren Batesh, he's in there to shoot the basketball. So if you're going to get the ball and you're not going to shoot, there's no reason for you to be in there. He missed a couple in the first half. For us in the booth, someone came up to me. They were wondering, is he going to make one? I told him he's going to make one in the second half. I guarantee you. Comes back in crunch time. Many would not have expected to see him in the game this late. Hits a massive 3-pointer to go from a 4-point lead to a 7-point lead. I think I've heard Jack Terrell say in the past, the 4 to 7-point lead is the biggest jump in basketball. It's very deflating. 4 feels like you're close. 7, a little bit closer to double digits.
Jack Terrell, of course, brother of Ryan Terrell, and that might be a clear path foul. It will be. That's going to be shots and ball here for the Macs.
Yeah, it's going to be 2 shots and the ball. The referee was not going to call it at first. Eitan Halpert helped him out a little bit with that call. It's going to be an intentional foul. No official clear path foul in college basketball, but that's going to be 2 shots and the ball for the Macs. This could be a massive turning point in the game. That's a really tough foul for Ryan O'Neal. Crowd's going to quiet down here for Terrell's 2 shots.
First shot by Terrell is good. NCSY Summer is the premier summer trip provider for Jewish teams across the world. With 20-plus programs spanning the U.S., Israel, and Europe, NCSY Summer has a program for you. Visit summer.ncsy.org to learn more and choose your summer experience today. Ryan Terrell, second shot's good.
Terrell's got 16 in the second half. He's only missed 1 shot. And now the Macs have a chance to go up double digits with 5 minutes to go. This is a massive possession. Want to keep the momentum rolling for the Macs. Batesh still out there instead of Reef.
And the play of the bigs today for YU, Jordan Armstrong, Gabe Leifer, they've been so big, especially on the defensive end.
I mean, Jordan Powell's 7 for 10, but it does not feel like he's really had a dominant effect on the game. Max defenders have been great on him.
Batesh thought about it twice.
I like the pump fake there by Batesh. Defender's going to go flying almost every time with him.
Now it's Terrell. With 14 on the shot clock, gives it up to Armstrong. Back to Terrell. 5 to go. Crossover. Drives in. Floater with the right. No good. And here comes JC back the other way. Mitchell on the wing.
Good transition D there by the Macs. Make him run a half-court offense.
Mitchell thought about it. Drives.
Ooh,
help defense. And that's going to be a foul. 2 shots coming for Mitchell here.
Good take there by Mitchell. I thought he might have picked up his dribble. Lost it a couple times. That's going to be fouling Gabe Light for his second. Huge free throws here for Mitchell to try to cut into this lead.
Happy 21st birthday to Nina Yurovsky. Happy English birthday to Michael Poppers. If you want to get a shout out in front of thousands of people as Mitchell hits the first, have an upcoming birthday you want to celebrate with the entire community, let us know by emailing at yumaxlive@gmail.com. We will announce all shout-outs and birthdays during Saturday night's broadcast of Yeshiva versus St. Joseph's Brooklyn game.
Yeah, in addition to that, shout out to Rabbi Ezra Strook of the Heichal Torah Base Medrash, and a shout out to Nava Markovich watching at home with a special guest and her father from Florida watching at home.
Very nice. We appreciate all the fans, and they've been treated to a great game so far. YU up 8 with 4:15 to go here in the second half. Leifer inside to Armstrong, wasn't expecting it. Ball kept in play, and here come the Blue Jays.
I think Halper was trying to avoid the table there. Tough for him to save it.
Oh my, and Armstrong said absolutely not. And here comes Terrell. He'll slow down the pace. Armstrong transition defense, so important there.
Yeah, smart if you're the Max. Take all the time off the shot clock if you can and get a good look still.
Leifer is being hassled there by J.C. Martin. Now he gets the ball back in the post. That might be a flop warning. Shot goes anyways. Powell's going to be warned for a flop.
Yeah, the crowd's going to let him hear about that one.
And Ryan Terrell is just absolutely fired up tonight. And his game shows it. He's playing with tenacity.
Yeah, he's a man on a mission here tonight. He's put the team on his back here in the second half. A 10-point lead for the Max. Got to play smart basketball down the stretch. St. Joe's is not done yet.
Mitchell, footwork inside. Rebounded, going down the Max way. Little off balance there on the shot by Mitchell.
I love the Maccabees crashing the glass. 3 or 4 bodies down there. Everyone's got to go in there for the team rebound, secure these defensive rebounds to close out this basketball game.
Halpert with JC taking him. Ooh, picks up his dribble and throws the ball away. He wanted a foul. None given. A one-on-one man on the full court press. You don't often see it work, but there it does.
Yeah, JC Martin is a special defender. I like the no call there as well. The referees have been extremely consistent. They're not giving little ticky-tack fouls here. It's been a message to both teams.
O'Neal to Martin, guarded by Reef, who came in for Patesh. O'Neal spots up from mid-range, no good. Terrell grabs the board, and he'll look to run it. Here comes Halpert. Some nice little handles there.
On the Max, milk this clock and get a good shot at the end. Run your offense to about 10 to 12 seconds.
Ryan Terrell, guarded by Samuels. Calling out orders. Looks like he might want to take it. Terrell gets a step, drives baseline, rejected by Powell. And here comes J.C. Martin on the break. Out Samuels. Euro. Armstrong says no. Jordan Armstrong, the rim protector.
Yeah, the Bund has had an excellent second half here. That's at least 5 blocks for Armstrong. J.C. Martin wanted the referee to touch the ball again. Not sure what happened there.
That's going to be an open 3 by O'Neal. No good. It'll hit the top. Considered out of bounds. And going YU's way.
The defensive intensity for the Max has stepped up in the second half. We've been waiting to see this all season for a full 40 minutes. Ethan Halper got away with moving. It was not after a made basket. That was fortunate. That wasn't a travel.
Leifer being pestered by Mitchell. Gives it off to Terrell. Ball flies out of bounds. Turnover for YU. Timeout, Blue Jays. We're going to go to commercial break. 2:12 to go here in the game. YU up 10. Do not go anywhere. Hello and welcome back here to the Max Stern Athletic Center. 2:12 on the clock. Max up 10, trying to break St. Joseph Blue Jays' undefeated season. But it's going to be there's still a lot of basketball to play here. What's it going to take for YU down the stretch?
YU's got to be smart with the basketball. We've seen a couple turnovers down the stretch. Fortunate for YU, their defense has been unbelievable. They've been getting rebounds. They've been playing intense, and the Blue Jays have really not scored so many points in the second half, only 27. YU scored 42. That's been the big difference here in the second half. We saw when these two teams played last year, the games were close at halftime. St. Joe's was up at halftime one time, but YU, a great second half team, as we've seen in the past, showing it here tonight as well.
And here comes JC to Mitchell, guarded by Halpert. O'Neal, step back three, gets fouled by Terrell. He'll go to the line for three. It looked like he may have stuck out his leg there a little on the follow through. But Ryan O'Neal will go to the line for 3 shots here.
That's exactly what you don't want for the Max. You do not want to foul a jump shooter. You don't want to foul a three-point shooter, and you don't want the clock to stop here up 10. I actually like that call. I think that was contact on a shooter. You got to give him all the opportunity to land. It's very dangerous if you're in his way. I do think the referees have been letting a little bit of that go, but I think in this case it is a good call. Terrell's not happy, but he's had 2 fouls for about 30 minutes now. Very impressive by Ryan Terrell playing this entirety of this game with 2 fouls. That was 3rd, I should mention.
For behind-the-scenes pictures and content you will find anywhere else, be sure to follow Max Live on Instagram. 3rd shot goes, 8-point game. Jalen Martin checks back into the game.
It's a classic coaching move. You make a sub after your shooter makes a free throw to set up the press. It's almost like a timeout, just to set up your press and see if the Max can break a press. We haven't really seen him do it this season.
Timeout, Max.
And Eitan Halpert wisely, the Maccabees known to have an abundance of timeouts left in the pocket with a couple minutes to go. Eitan Halpert more than happy to take one. They still have 4 remaining with 2 minutes to go. And Eitan Halpert very smart to run the baseline there a little bit. But I want to see Coach Steinmetz run a little bit of a press break here. Like we said, they don't really see this. The Maccabees not usually up by only a few points recently towards the end of the game. It's usually they're up by a lot, or recently they've been losing by a little bit. They haven't really faced much of a full court press themselves.
Well, we'd like to give a thanks to everyone who's working behind the scenes. Our executive producer and director, Akiva Poppers, associate director, Ezra Jacobs, technical director, Aaron Traurig, associate producer, Ari Schopf, segment producers, Avi Nat, and David Price. And we're going to get back to thank yous because we're about to resume play here. Why are you looking to break the press? And Ofek Reef gets the ball, and he'll go to work.
Yeah, so one thing I'm intrigued by is why Jordan Armstrong is still in the game. He's been playing great, but if they need to get it across. If he touches the ball, I'm fouling him if I'm Coach Miller.
The Bond with the ball. Leifer finds an open Halpert in the corner, pumps, shoots, he gets it to go.
That's not even nice. Eitan Halpert, the pump fake, the defender goes flying by, and the easy 3-pointer for him.
Oh, another block by Armstrong. This is getting out of hand, golly. And here comes Reef. He's going to slow it down smartly, pulls it back out, and gives it to Terrell.
Yeah, Terrell's going to milk this clock. They're going to have to start fouling if they're interested in doing so.
Terrell. Halpert. Terrell. The Misha Nichnas Adar chants ring out from the crowd. Terrell. Left, step back, Dirk style, yes! He gets it to go.
Everything going for the Max here with 1 minute to go. Up by 13, they're going to knock off the number 5, St. Joe's Blue Jays. Their undefeated season is in extreme jeopardy with 55 seconds to go.
And you see how much this means to the players here. They had been on a bit of a skid, but righting the ship as of now tonight. 55 seconds to go, Yeshiva up 13. Now, I was in the middle of our thank yous, so I'm going to get back to it because we owe these people thank yous. I'd like to say thank you to Statistical Assistant and Rules Expert Yoshio Ginsburg, Graphic Designer Moshe Nasser, and Cameraman Shmuel, Gopin, Zukerman, Moshe, Rechester, and Yisroel Tannenbaum. Thank you so much. Their efforts behind the scenes do not go unnoticed. And also, if you're not subscribed to Max Live on YouTube and you want to see all the great Max content we put out, you need to be. Be sure to also turn on notifications so that you never miss out on a new video. Of course, all games are on YouTube after the conclusion of the game, and this game has been a great one. Max up 13, 55 seconds.
Yeah, this is probably the most complete game I've seen the Max play all season. Offensively, they've been on fire all game, 87 points. But it feels like it's been against better defense. They've been making shots. They've been making a lot of 3-pointers. And then, talk about the Bun on defense. He's had 6 blocks here in the second half. He's been a difference maker. A lot of paint points for St. Joe's in the first half. They really like to score points in the paint. I think they averaged 46 per game, but the bun has negated any of that here in the second half. He says, Matan Zucker, take your seat on the bench. I'm here to stay.
Yeah, the bun's got some longies on him. He doesn't have to get that high, even though he does. His arms go pretty high.
Yeah, it's tough to get around him.
JC gets fouled there by Reef. That's going to be a blocking foul.
Yeah, it's going to be 1-1 for JC Martin, but I mean, if I'm the Max, you just don't give up a three-pointer. Obviously, you don't want to give up points at the foul line with the clock stopped. But most important thing for the Max is don't give up three-pointers. Don't turn the ball over on the inbounds. And they should be good to go and on their way to victory.
Although down by 13, JC Martin has been spectacular for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, that should not go unnoticed. JC Martin, the leader. He's close to a triple-double. He's not going to get it, but he's got 19 after that made free throw, 8 assists and 6 rebounds, especially for a guy his size. 6 rebounds, unbelievable. And then, I mean, the passing in transition.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, he's an unbelievable player.
And his quickness. He's everywhere, all at once. Second free throw, gets it to go. Max now got to look to push the ball, get it up half court. Whoa, that was controversial. Nothing called. Leifer to Terrell.
Let's see if they're going to foul.
Back to Leifer. Corner to Reef, doesn't pull it smartly. Halper now being harassed and fouled by JC Martin.
Looks like a little bit of a half-hearted effort by the Blue Jays to foul here. They still have one more to give for the Max for shooting free throws. Let's see what they do. That's Martin's only his second foul, and how aggressive he's been. Unbelievable.
Terrell gets the ball in the inbound, takes it. Leifer Beckham's the ball. To Reef on the far side of the court. No foul here by the Blue Jays. And YU content to hold the ball the full shot clock. Finally, Terrell's fouled. With 7 seconds to go on the shot clock, 22 on the game clock.
The next one's 1-1. They reset the shot clock to 20, so if they elect not to foul here, I mean, like I said before, I mean, if I'm fouling Armstrong. Only a 37% free throw shooter. I don't think St. Joe's really going to foul here. Really hard to score 11 points in 22 seconds.
Ball gets inbounded to Reef. JC Martin fouls him. Reef will go to the line for a 1-1 now.
Reef, a great free throw shooter for the Max. He shoots 79% on the season. He'll look to close this one out at the line. He's 1 for 1 today.
Now a big statement game here for the Max, but there's still ways to go before they're content with anything.
Yeah, we talked about that's why you foul them with 3 1-and-1s. It's almost like a turnover to miss a front end of 1-and-1.
JC can't get it to go. The bun with the board. Halpert, Terrell.
That should do it, but they're not going to get it across in time.
Throws it to Reef across half court, and that'll do it. Down go the Blue Jays. Max take it 87-76, and the Max are back on track.
Yeah, we said it in the trivia questions. The first ranked team that YU has defeated in its program's history, and what better team to do it than the number 5 ranked, previously undefeated St. Joseph Blue Jays from Connecticut.
Well, we're going to go to commercial break. We're going to come back with a post-game interview and the player of the game. Do not go anywhere. Once again, 87-76. Max on top.
Hey Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, founder and chairman of Leket Israel, YC class of 96. It's citrus season in Israel. We need to rescue millions of pounds of these citrus fruit to feed the needy just over the next few months. So please give us a hand. Help the winning team, Leket Israel, and the other winning team. Go Max!
Did you know that 90% of low back pain and sciatica can be treated without surgery? After a detailed evaluation, our physical therapists use gentle, hands-on techniques to alleviate most forms of low back pain. Our physicians have expertise in medication management, as well as a variety of interventional techniques, including trigger point injections. By utilizing a combination of these options, we can help you today. PM&R, the proud sponsor of Yeshiva University Athletics. Let us help you reach your goals at one of our 5 locations in New York and New Jersey.
Pretending to take it back by Leipert. Given to Terrell. Terrell! That's right, Terrell, 2 more!
Hello and welcome back to the Max Stern Athletic Center, where tonight the Yeshiva University Maccabees took down the St. Joseph Blue Jays by a score of 87-76. And right now we have SJ Tannenbaum standing by with the player of the game. SJ?
Guys, I am here with Mr. Jordan Armstrong. You can take a listen to the fans surrounding him. This guy blew up at the end of the game tonight. Jordan, going to this game, you guys were struggling a little bit defensively. What changed for the team tonight for you guys to go off on a defensive juggernaut?
I think the answer is just intensity. Like we've been working hard all year, but tonight we really had to put it together. We had a good scout on them and we executed. That was the key. We did what we had to do. We were down at halftime. We identified the problem, and then we fixed it in the second half, and that was key.
Love that. Very systematic answer. Jordan, a ton of blocks at the end of the game, putting on a show for all these fans here. In front of your cousin, segment producer, David Price.
Hey, shout out the Price Rusoff Armstrong clan.
The whole family will be going out for dinner tonight. Jordan, how does pulling off a win like this, ending a win streak, the current longest win streak in D3, how does that win give you guys confidence for the rest of the year going into the playoffs?
I mean, I hope it's a spark we need. We were going through a rough little patch there, and I think this is what it's going to take to turn it around, get through the skyline, and then on to bigger and better things.
It's good to hear. Last question we got to ask you, what would you rather, a big dunk or a big block in a game?
Whatever the team needs is the biggest thing. I gotta say, there's no feeling like a nice block up against the backboard.
Well, you not only had that nice feeling yourself, but you gave that nice feeling to all the fans here, leaving happy. Sitting here with Mr. Jordan Armstrong, whose name is Jordan tonight, very appropriately. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you.
Thank you, SJ. Thank you, Jordan. A spectacular game there by Jordan, by the Max as a whole. Again, final score 87-76. The Max knock off the undefeated St. Joe's. For Zach, I'm Charlie. We thank you for joining us here on the broadcast. Once again, 87-76. Have a good night.